Check out how large this greenhouse is. It can hold thousands of pounds of processed marijuana, and it's one of the more advanced ones they found on these counter-drug raids. He says officers did try and use a taser, but they ended up having to shoot a few rounds. I'm standing in front of the head of the fire. You can feel the heat. You can see that smoke. You can see that black SUV being towed away right now. For a period of time, that car was on fire. There were 5 people inside. On days when snow-packed and slick roads can cause issues, school bus drivers follow one rule. At top speeds, these race cars can hit up to 80 miles an hour, but it's not the fast pace that makes this car in this league special. I want to show you this line of cars. It's all those last-minute voters dropping in their ballots. The traffic here is at a standstill. It has been this way since the hour and a half I've been here. You can see people out of their cars here. More than 100,000 Oregonians could lose access to federal food assistance, and that's if the House and Congress cuts access to the SNAP program. So tell me what you're doing to protect people who really rely on that program to survive. This Mott Road exit is going to continue to stay closed overnight. I talked with the California Highway Patrol, and they tell me there's no chance Interstate 5 is going to reopen, not only because of the fire crossing over the interstate at certain sections more south from here, but also because of the damage the fire had on the roads. Dunsmuir is still tonight. The small city of 2000 is blocked by the Interstate 5 road closure. No one is coming into town. Restaurants are closed. Park benches are empty. Most neighbors are packed up and filling up their gas tanks. Everyone is warned to be ready to leave at a moment's notice.
It feels like right now, I'm homeless. That's what it feels like. Whoa. Okay, the church is gone. Everything's gone. What are you going to do? You got to wait to see. But I'll deal with it.
Curtis Smith has lived in Dunsmuir his whole life.
Oh, yeah, I got my stuff packed.
He tells me he feels stuck between this Delta fire and the Natchez fire burning north.
Well, we're in the middle here. You got smoke on both sides, fires on both sides. So if something comes here, where are you going to go? You going to go to the ocean? You can't go south. You know what I'm saying?
Interstate 5 has been shut down for 32 hours. I talked with the California Highway Patrol tonight, and they say the roads are so dangerous where the fire jumped the interstate, crews aren't even guessing when they may be able to reopen it. We're continuing our live coverage on Interstate 5 beginning on Newswatch 12 at 5 a.m. Stay with us for those live updates. Check out how large this greenhouse is. It can hold thousands of pounds of processed marijuana, and it's one of the more advanced ones they found on these counter-drug raids. They tell me something like this can hold millions of dollars in illegal marijuana, which at the end of the day is why they want Governor Brown to declare a local state of emergency.
It is greed. There is probably some organized crime involved in these big ventures.
Law enforcement served 4 different search warrants on illegal grows today.
We have people living on the Oregon line, California line with huge volumes of marijuana.
The grows were some of the largest and most organized they've seen.
We're probably in the neighborhood of 2,500 pounds, could be more. This is a multi-million-dollar operation, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Siskiyou County officials asked Governor Brown to declare a local state of emergency.
All this marijuana is going out into the community, either concentrated, or we have no idea whose hands it's going to fall into. And we're just trying to do our part.
Sheriff Lopi tells me he wants the governor to understand there are thousands of illegal grows in the county, and declaring a state of emergency could help teams tackle them faster.
Large seizures like this, they're obviously illegal in nature, and this is a drug trafficking organization here. I think it supports the cause.
Sheriff Lopi tells me illegal grows like this one don't follow environmental laws all the time either. Coming up on Newswatch 12 at 6, find out why this is more than just a drug trafficking problem. On the California-Oregon state line, Sionan Barrett, Newswatch 12. When this veteran reached the finish line on his tour of duty, his race was far from over. Now he uses this track to put some of his past in the rear view.
When you go to war, it's an extremely high adrenaline for a long period of time. There's a preparation that goes into it in order to pull it off and make missions happen and succeed. And the race cars, there's a ton of preparation.
At top speeds, these race cars can hit up to 80 miles an hour, but it's not the fast pace that makes this car in this league special. It's called Warriors on Track Pac West, a nonprofit that helps some vets land jobs in a professional pit crew. But for most, the racing is therapy, a way to rebuild the camaraderie lost after leaving active service.
I can relate to them in a way that I can't with people that haven't served. Doing something with people who have shared experiences and have, walked the same earth and done the same things.
Warriors on Track Pac West gives veterans suffering from PTSD a chance to readjust and figure out what the best course is for them, whether it's in office or on the track. In White City, Sionan Barrett, Newswatch 12.